Hi everyone, this is your biology teacher Premila Gnana Rani. Hope you're all doing well. Now, always start this day with a wonderful mood of joy, love, and spreading happiness. In this session, we are going to learn about the life process excretion. But before moving on to this topic, shall we have a recap of what we have learned in the last session, children? Now, in the last session, we learned the structure and working of the heart, double circulation, blood pressure, and transportation in plants. I hope you're all thorough with what you have learned in the previous session. Now, let us move on to today's topics. Today, we are going to deal with excretion, the definition of excretion, its importance, what are the excretory organs present in the organisms, the structure and function of nephron, obviously the urine formation, and the excretion in plants. Now, let us move on to today's topic. Here, what do you mean by excretion? Yes, your guess is right. Excretion is nothing but throwing out of the waste from the body, that is called as excretion. We all throw the waste in a dustbin. From the dustbin, we throw into the trash bin. Then, what the people will be doing? They will collect the garbage and they dump in the dumping yard. In the same way, our body also need to excrete few waste. That is, few toxic substances that are produced during the metabolism should be thrown out of the body. If they stay inside our body, they cause toxic as well as drastic effect. Hence, excretion is a very important life process. Now, excretion and hence excretion is referred as biological process. Now, what is the importance of respiration? We learnt. The same way, we are going to learn here the importance of excretion. Why excretion is very important to our body? Because it enables to send out the unwanted byproducts that are formed during the metabolism. Next, it regulates the ionic concentration of the body fluids. And then it maintains the constant pH in our body fluid. Now let us move on to the list of excretory organs seen in organisms. You might be knowing amoeba, paramecium, all other organisms are microscopic and unicellular. So they have excretory organ which is a simple diffusion method. Now coming to the earthworm, they have nephridia. Insects have Malpighian tubules. Vertebrates have kidneys. Now let us move on to the structure of the excretory system. That is, what are all the components necessary for the excretory system in a human body? That is, now we are going to learn about the excretory organs. As you all know that our excretory organs are the kidneys. We have a pair of kidney on the posterior abdomen region. Now, you might be knowing in the picture itself, the right kidney is smaller and it is slightly lower than that of the left kidney. The kidneys are connected to the renal artery and the renal vein. Now, from the kidneys on either sides, you can see the tube-like structures. They are called as ureters that carry the urine formed from the kidney to the urinary bladder, which looks like a bulb-like structure. Now, from the urinary bladder, it goes into the urethra, and from the urethra, it is disposed to the outside environment through the urinal opening. Now, can we move on to the internal structure of the kidney, children? See, the kidney, as we all know that it is a reddish brown rajma bean shaped organ. Now, the outer covering of the kidney is referred as capsule. Now, this is the internal structure. Here, the internal structure, you can see the three parts of the kidney, namely the cortex, medulla, and the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis bulges outside, that is, it shows an indent called as the hilum, and from then on it changes, that is, it gets converted into ureter. Now coming to the internal structure of the kidney now. Here the medulla consists of small cone shaped calyces. Calyces means rooms. So inside the calyces the nephrons are present. You might be wondering how many nephrons will be there. Children, in one callus itself, that is in one kidney itself, we have millions of nephrons. See how God has wonderfully created the kidney for excretory purposes. I think he might be knowing that we'll be eating binge diets more. So that's why he has given so many nephrons for the purification of blood. Now coming to the next part of the kidney, that is the internal structure of the kidney. I said that they are having calyces. Inside the calyces, numerous nephrons are there. Nephrons are nothing but they are the structural and functional of the kidney. Now here this picture shows the structure of a single nephron. The nephron consists of three parts, namely the cup-shaped structure is called as the Malpighian corpuscle. The Malpighian corpuscle consists of two parts. The tube-like structure which filtrates the blood is referred as glomerulus, and the cup-shaped structure is referred as the Bowman's capsule. Now, this Malpighian corpuscle extends into convoluted tubules. Convoluted means the tubules are bent in such a way. They are what? Actually, when you extend the tube, it would be so big. So, they will be going lengthier. So, they are bent in such a way, that is, the coiled structures are called as convolutions. Now, from the kidney, the tube that arises, you refer it as proximal convoluted tubule. When this proximal convoluted tubule extends, it bends like a hairpin, and this hairpin bent is referred as Henle's loop. This Henle's loop is still extended as a convolution, and this is referred as distal convoluted tubule. Now, this distal convoluted tubule is joined to a single tubule called as the collecting tubule. Now, coming to the urine formation, that we call it as ultrafiltration. Now, when the impure blood is poured into the afferent artery into the glomerulus, it filtrates glucose, amino acids, water, and salts. After getting filtrated, this is called as glomerular filtration. So the first part of urine filtration is the process of glomerular filtration. Now, when the filtered substance enters into the tubules, reabsorption takes place. That is, water and ions are being reabsorbed by the tubes, and then hence this is called as tubular reabsorption. After tubular reabsorption, secretion of urine takes place, and hence after secretion of urine takes place, it is sent out through the collecting tubule to the urinary bladder through the ureters and then to the outside environment. Now, as what we learned, the urine formation involves three processes. What are they, children? Yeah, your guess is right. The first one, glomerular filtration. The second one, tubular reabsorption. And the third one, tubular secretion. Now, we are learning about the excretion in animals. Do we know that even the plants have excretory products? Yeah, they don't have proper excretory organs, but the excretion is done by the transpiration method. We all know that excess water is removed in plants through a method called as transpiration. So you can refer transpiration as sweat of the plants. Now, coming to the next one, the withering of leaves. Withering of leaves are also a form of excretion done by the plants that is sent directly into the soil. Now, coming to the next one, we all use gum, spices, and then latex. Everything is excretion by the plants. Not only that, if you peel an orange, some secretion comes out. That is also a product of excretion. I hope you have understood about excretion in both plants and animals. Meet you next time, hoping that you are all ready, safe, and sound until the next session. Thank you very much.